What's up, you guys? Welcome or welcome back. This is going to be part 2 for Juice World. Everything I say is alleged. I could be spot on. I could be picking up rumors, or I could just simply be wrong. Um, I don't know what. I kind of want to take a different direction today for Juice World. I just want to kind of get more of the background energy, and I'm not necessarily sure what that means, but I just feel I don't know. I guess we're just going to see where this goes. So I'm actually not really going to ask the question right now. I'm just going to see what comes out to hopefully give me more clarity on where I'm being led to. So we're going to use this deck today. And I hope everybody's having a great week. All right. All right, Gerard. Let's see what we pick up today. For Juice World, what do you want to talk about? So he's bringing up power, influence. He's bringing up stepping into different realms of logic and emotion. It's showing me like it's giving like rock star vibes. And I don't think we would be surprised to hear. Maybe he said some of these things. I didn't listen to Juice World like that. I don't know much about him, so the energy of when you're not indulging with drinking and drugs and with other people or whatever, and in those moments of solitude where all the thoughts and feelings and everything are just rushing in. Thought we had something flip over, but maybe not. Okay. I'm going to use this deck as well. First, I'm going to use this one. So it's quite obvious that he was battling some internal demons, right? We all are on some level or another. It's what the world expects. It's what the world wants. Our communities, our families, the things that we feel like we should do, the way we feel like we should be. And then there's that side of you that questions all those things that, you struggle with. Well, what type of person am I? If I can't get with the program of what everybody else is doing or everybody else approves of, then like, am I a good person? Am I doing things correctly? Am I worth somebody being looked up to? But, and then I feel this way about that situation. I want to be this way, but it's just those conflicting energies, head over heart, heart over head. Yeah, very, very lonely energies. This energy of overcompensating, trying to people please because of fear of being lonely. Just going above and beyond for other people. So I feel like maybe music is where he found his freedom, and or it is that he was finally ready to be free in terms of being his authentic self. I feel like both of those could be true. And then his imagination, I feel like he created, well, now I'm being pulled to say he created his own world, being Juice World, so that he could be comfortable or to relate to other people that had the same thoughts and feelings that he had about not feeling worthy or feeling like enough. But I feel like he had made up deities, or because I see him um, using his imagination a lot, which would be quite obvious being the artist that he was, right? But I feel like he interacted with the spirit world on a different level. I don't know if he spoke about any of these things, but I just see him like talking to himself. But he's like talking to entities or deities. And for some reason, I feel like these are made up things. Just like when you were a kid and you imagine like what type of superhero you would be or what type of god you would be and what type of powers you would have. Like that's the vibe that I'm getting here. And it was this ideal world that he wanted to live in. This, just the general sense of it is that people will be comfortable being themselves and that nobody will have to be lonely. So, with a lot of relationships that he had, be business, platonic, love, intimacy, he still felt a sense of emptiness for a while, I feel. Um, let's use this one too. So after the first reading, a couple of people referred me to a couple videos, which I looked at most of that, but like I said, I didn't really know Juice World like that, but just to see the comments of all the people that say, he saved their life and he was a big influential part of the reason why they have overcome certain things is just touching to me in general, because that is huge. We all go through things on a daily basis. Just again, y'all know my channel, y'all know that we talk a lot about our thoughts and our feelings and how those thoughts and feelings typically uh, created and nourished in the society, they are typically negative thoughts. We see so much destruction going on. We have plenty of proof of that life is hard. And so those thoughts be a bitch, just battling yourself and those thoughts every day. Just trying to feel good, trying to find a moment to feel good, because that's all we all want is to feel good, and we're always searching for a way to feel good. Now, people do this in different ways. Some people work on themselves and do things and try to be their authentic selves because that will make them happy. Some people think that making other people happy will make them happy. Some people may abuse substances. Some people may just be mean to people and find other people that they deem lives are more fucked up than theirs so that they can feel better about, well, at least I'm not doing that. At least that's not happening to me. At least, there's all type of addictions. We are addicted in general in this world in the pursuit to feel better. All right. He's a natural born healer. He's a healing God. That's the vibes I'm getting. But it felt so contained for so long. Or, we all have the capacity to be any type of emotion at any given moment under any type of circumstance. So not only was he a healing God, but he also could be a destructive God, which could be destructive to himself, right? So it's a polarity. But that energy seemed so contained for some reason. I mean, everything that we just said, right? But so much more, like just like in the first reading, I keep getting herbal kitchen, witch healer, and containment. So I do feel like well, we're going to ask when we get to that portion. I want to know again. I don't remember necessarily everything I asked, everything that came out in part one, but I do want to again ask if this was an accident, if he accidentally overdosed, or if there was some type of foul play. And I feel like there could have been because of that containment energy. It's just like, and besides that aspect, it's just like I want to be free. Like it's just so tight. So I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so let's get these up and look further. Um, okay, let's see what else. I keep thinking one flipped over, but it's not. Okay, let's keep going. Show me more. I feel like he passed away at a young age in possibly another lifetime. I just keep seeing him as a little boy. And a lot of us, you could be 50, 60, 70. Some of us have stunted growth for a long time or in different aspects of our lives where, we're just a 7-year old in a 30-year-old body or 50-year-old body. We're just still a kid. We're still a baby. Our understanding, the way that we deal with conflict, the way that we deal with, you just shut down, you're scared and you alone and you feel like no one's there to protect you, even as a full grown adult, because you're still stuck in that infancy. And this is interesting. This is where we left off with the Hierophant in this card. You see 3 generations, if you will, or 3 lifetimes, or um, how we embody these different energies, or how we get stuck at different levels, or how these different times in our lives have influenced us on a certain level. But I'm going to dig more into that. Y'all give me a second, because I haven't used this deck that many times, but I felt like I should use it here. Someone or something, and again, it could be just, how do I want to explain it? Y'all seen, what's the name of that show? Stranger Things. Y'all remember that monster that was basically just negative thoughts, right? Sometimes we have positive thoughts, sometimes we have negative thoughts. But let's just imagine, for example, that that thought monster, that feelings monster, wanted to prohibit him from getting out of this infancy, getting out this limited perspective. It's this thing that wanted to keep him contained. This also could represent other people that have this type of knowledge that want to use that energy for themselves or whatnot. But I feel like energy or something was stolen from him, or not only his life in the way that it happened, obviously. But I'm going to dig deeper and see, because this is really sticking out to me. Yeah, and then under that Hierophant was the Ace of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles. Those huge opportunities. Then the Seven of Pentacles. We basically have a money cow here. And I don't know if he had a relationship with his father or anything like that. But you see this carrying all this load. So it's showing me trying to balance out morality versus who I am and how that lines up with morality, and just so tired and so done with trying to be the ideal person that everybody can accept and everything. And so it no longer even becomes the outside influences of what everybody accepts, but now that voice of all those things that I'm supposed to be lives in me, and it's nagging. It becomes an entity. All these expectations of me because of who I am, who my parents are, where I grew up, what I do for a living, all the people that I influence or whatever. It's all this expectation nagging me. It's pressing me, beating me up, and it's battling with this side of me that just wants to be me authentically. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not, I don't wish negatively on anybody. And that's fighting, the whole angel devil theory. It's, you know, it's coming off like there's multiple versions of juice. Okay, well, let's get into it. Something about some hidden knowledge, and this could just be about juice in general or what happened to him or whatever. But I feel like, I don't know on what level this is, but I feel like he was able to hide something, some type of knowledge, like he was successfully able to escape something or hide something from somebody. I'm not sure yet. Let's see. This also showing that he was able to, I don't know that if that's what I want to say, but maybe on some level, because what I'm gathering, because again, I don't know his music. I can only go by what I'm seeing people say in the comments of these videos I was referred to. So I feel that he was very open about his depression and drug use, etc. But for some reason, I still feel like he was able to mask a part of him. It's like a little boy trapped inside of a grown man. That's the main thing. Um, and yeah, and he feels like a part of him feels like he lost the battle within himself, but at the same time, he feels like he won. Show me this. What is this saying? Hmm. Give me a moment. I don't know if he has some music coming out soon, but that's a possibility. You guys may already know something about that. I know you guys keep up with him. But also, and I could be wrong, I could be interpreting this wrong, but for some reason, I almost feel like he's saying, like, oh, maybe the age he passed away was a good age to pass away. Like, for some reason, it's like, I don't want to pass away too young or too old. Um, he's still watching. He's still watching. So I don't know if this is it's going to his fans or maybe family or just other people performing. Maybe he was very much a big fan of a lot of people. Maybe he just really enjoyed music in general. He just liked to listen to the music. He liked to zone out. But yeah, for some reason it's highlighting this middle age type thing. I don't know how old he was. I believe he was fairly young. But also just wanting to balance, like, I don't want to act too immature, but I don't want to act too old. I want to be right in the middle. Like, I want to balance. I don't want to be too immature or too strict, or I just need to find that middle. Or maybe that's even with the drug use. Like, I just want it to level out, balance out. Um, we ended with the death card here and rebirth. So there may be a similar artist to him that comes out in the near future. Could be 2 months, 2 years tops. Um, but I do see some more music coming out. Cleansing. Um, okay, well, let's get these up. Let's see what else. All right, so let's get to these direct questions then. Did Juice World accidentally overdose? Was this an accident? So also, let me clarify. I always go into, well, for the most part, a lot of people request readings, or I decide to do readings on someone, but I really don't have a lot of information on them, and I prefer it that way so that I'm not influenced by what I already know. So previously, for some reason, the way that I was interpreting what people were saying was that he pretty much like passed away as he's getting off the plane. But after I watched the Vault documentary that someone had referred me to, they're saying that, the police were there, they got them off the plane, they were sitting there while the police is doing their thing, and then he, basically just spontaneously had an episode of, a drug overdose allegedly. So, previously I was getting conflict on this flight. Um, and maybe that was just internal conflict. Also felt like he didn't want to be on the plane. Also was picking up doctor energy. So those are the main three things that I want to focus on today so we can get some clarity. So, sometimes I misinterpret things, or it's pieces that belong other places, but we're going to try to get it together today. So I appreciate y'all patience and everything. Okay. Was Juice World's passing an accident? Was this just an accident? Was his passing an accident? Yes or no? Plain and clear, please and thank you. Did he pass away accidentally? Okay. Tell me more. Was this an accident, or was this intentional? Was this an accident? Okay, I just want to jump into clarifying so I can get a better understanding. Okay, Juice World. Was this an accident, Jared? Okay, this was not an accident. Um, let's see. Yeah, we got betrayal here. Yeah. See, again, this is coming off very much as an energy siphoning. We're going to try to understand it more because I know that sometimes we could say this loosely, like, oh, but for what though, and how so? I don't believe he had any children, but y'all let me know because maybe he did. But I'm getting this defensive energy here. First of all, they took too long to get him some assistance, is what I'm feeling, because I'm feeling neglect here. Um, it's a lot of things that we don't know, obviously, right? I do see some hidden conflict here with the magician. Um, let's see. Let's use this deck. Okay. Tell me more about whether this was an accident or not. Show me more. Okay. Now, let me just get these up because he just keeps talking about the doctor or the hospital or something like that. What about the doctor or the hospital? What about that? Because they say he was announced deceased at the hospital. Um, what about the doctor or the hospital? What are you telling me about that? And this maybe was someone, the doctor may have been referred to him by, whoever he was working with, maybe. So maybe it was an industry doctor. So tell me, what about the doctor? What about the doctor? Okay. Yeah. Clear as day. What about the doctor? What about the doctor? Let's see what else comes out. We're going to clarify. So the doctor was working with and for somebody. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, typically, this is not an accident. When we see this come here with the death card and the three of swords, it's not an accident, unfortunately. Now, we just need to know the sequence because someone also mentioned to me that he's seen a doctor the day before at his house. So we're gonna figure out if he's talking about the same doctor, if there's multiple people, what happened with this doctor. And so the energy is aggressive here when we're talking about the doctor. It's betrayal energy, it's deletion energy. So, and I'm getting colder. Okay. Okay, show me this, please. Yeah. See, it's showing deception under the death card. And then there's 10 of cups here. It could be family, it could be a community. And then it can also be showing some type of fulfillment that someone would get out of maybe him passing. I want to know about this Two of Cups when it comes to the doctor or the hospital. Yeah, this person worked for someone else, again, maybe the industry or whatnot. By the Ten of Swords, the Three of Wands twice. And these just slipped out of my hand. I guess I'll take them. Four of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Then, so I don't know if he's calling the doctor a drug dealer or this he's also talking about a drug dealer. It's also a feeling of this energy of feeling disappointed for making it so easy. And I would assume that he maybe means like, like we say, people will take you out the way that you lived because it's more likely to look like an accident, or make you, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, we also have this feminine energy here that keeps popping up. And it's showing it's a relationship. So it's something about this feminine energy as well. And we'll come back. So maybe he had a female doctor. I don't know. You guys let me know if you do know. But okay. So if this was not an accident, allegedly, what was the motive here? If Juice WRLD's passing was allegedly not an accident, what was the motive here? What was the motive if this was not an accident? It's taking it back to this vehicle, this plane. We'll come back to that in a second. What was the motive if this was not an accident? Okay. Now, this is because of some type of work, some type of opportunity, or somebody he had business with. He was guarded against someone, and maybe there was some type of knowledge he had here, but about something. And again, we're showing the Seven of Swords here as well. What's on the back? Regret when it comes to contracts, and it's showing this hangman. So it's like straw man energy. Let's dig into it. So someone wanted to see their seeds grow. Somebody wanted to benefit from all their hard work or benefit from somebody's hard work. So why the Chariot? Yeah, it's this contract here. This is business. This is doing the same thing over and over. It's showing a huge opportunity. It's showing something that is guaranteed. That's how I want to say it for some reason. Oops. Am I taking? They just slipped out. Yeah, money is the motivation here as well. Being a part of community is the motivation as well. Why the betrayal energy? again, I'm kind of picking up. My mind wants to go to Snoop Dogg, but it does not mean that's who it is. It could just be a reference. But it's showing like some type of go between um, between the living and the dead. It's showing, I don't know, I guess I want to say sacrifice, but I'm just trying to get more clarity because I get tired of saying like, oh, this was a sacrifice, or this was an energy exchange, or this was for somebody to gain more status. I'm trying to understand better. I want to be able to articulate that energy better. So y'all bear with me. I'm trying to be open to more messages and understanding. Um, and I do not read traditionally like other people do. Some people just read cards and go straight for their meaning. I'm looking at the circumstances that's going on, how I feel, what I hear, and um, I'm applying that to this very specific circumstance. Um, that's just how I do, and I haven't had an issue with results doing that. Um, but yes, going back because I know he does have a song called "Lucid Dreams." It just keeps bringing me to that energy. Um, I don't know what he says in that song. I have to go listen to it, but I feel like that's more than just the song for some reason. You know, he gives me Tahuti vibes. Um, I don't know why I want to keep hearing that. He just kind of gives me that. Would that be the same person as Hermes? Um, I'll be right back. Okay. So this is the energy, and this is just a energy. It's often easy for people to understand different ideals and philosophies by adding it to um, by personifying it as a person. This is just energy. This is just for you to easily understand the concept better. So take it as you will. Tahuti, also Thoth or Thoth, I don't know how to, okay. In art, he is often depicted as a man with the head of a ibis or a baboon, animal sacred to him. His feminine counterpart was Sachet, and his wife was Mayat. He was the god of the moon, wisdom, knowledge, writing, hieroglyphs, science, magic, art, and judgment. I think that fits. I think that fits. So this is his that's the word I want to use. Just like for Snoop, I say that's Anubis. Okay. So I'm trying to think of the word that I would use. But anyway, this is the energy that he's mimicking. I don't know if it's intentional. The powers that be, the people that work on him, the industry, the people that have this type of knowledge, they will add and I even did this with Kanye and some other people, but they have what's the damn word? I know y'all probably screaming it at the TV, but also Hermes. They give you I can't think of the word right now. But anyway, this is the energy that you're playing out. This is the energy you're playing out. So I feel like that very much has something to do with it. So let's see what else. Thoth's chief temple was located in the city of Hermopolis, later known as and again, like I was saying, for some reason it feel like it had to be at home in Chicago in the Midwest. And call me a conspiracy theorist, but I feel like some of these places that they say is over here and over there is really here in America. That's my personal belief. We don't have to agree. But just to give credence to what I'm trying to say. Um, so Egypt, let's say for example, if Egypt was in Chicago, let's say, or the Nile River run through here. Okay. There's something about his homeland in connection with his passing. Okay, So look at it. Later known as El Ashmunit, I'm butchering it, the Temple of Thoth was mostly destroyed before the beginning of the Christian era. Its very large Pro-Nios was still standing in 1826, but was demolished and used as field for the foundation of a sugar factory by the mid-19th century. Thoth played many vital and prominent roles in Egyptian mythology, such as maintaining the universe and being one of the two deities. They might even talk about why that feminine energy keeps coming up here, such as the maintainer of the universe and being one of the two deities, the other being Mayat, who stood on either side of the Ra's solar bark. In the later history of ancient Egypt, Thoth became heavily associated with arbitration of godly disputes, the arts of magic, the system of writing, and the judgment of the dead. See, that's what I was just saying with the in between, where like somebody had the ability, or in between with that lucid dreaming damn song. And here it is with this four sword in the moon. Like, I feel like his the energy he was playing out, or the energy he was ruled under or moving through, and these people that was working with him on some level, the industry, call it what you want, knows this information. Um, Let me see what else we got here. Okay, so I want to ask, why is this important? And we're going to get back to the doctor, because I feel like the doctor either let him die, or, kind of like when we did Tupac reading, I felt like the doctor killed him or let him die, allegedly. And also XXX as well. I've done these readings a couple years ago. Y'all can go check them out if you want to. It should be in a celebrity playlist, or you could just type in my name and type in those names. Tupac has about 5 or 6 parts. XXX has like a couple parts. XXX also showed up in Tupac's reading because they had similar wounds, and it kept taking me to the hospital as well. Um, Now, I don't get that all the time. I've done those readings a while ago, but I'm getting that same feeling about the doctor, and it just keeps showing up here. But and then like Michael Jackson, it's just like they're gonna get you if they want to get you. It's just so many things that we don't know about the laws of the universe or the world, and how things really work on an energetic level. We think it's just everything that we see and that we encounter in this world. But like I said, your thoughts and your feelings and your choices and the people you're hanging out with, all of that plays an integral part of energy. But why is it important that his archetype, that's the word, why is it important, and why are we talking about Juice's archetype as Thoth, Tahuti, Hermes? Why? What is this? Give me an Ace of Cups. So I know we on the right path. 3 of Cups. Okay, tell me about this. Yeah, the Hangman. Why is this important? What part did this play in how things turned out for Juice? Okay. But also, I feel like I'm thinking about like earlier when I said he's like a healing god or something. So I wonder how that comes into play, or it just was something else here, something totally different. Because again, like it's quite obvious that he had the power to heal with all those people, and saying how much he helped them. Um, okay, so it's picking up water as well. And again, that will bring me back to Anubis being the god of death, and being able to, so-called walk between worlds, or have connection between, being the middle ground, the conduit, you know, and it's keeps showing me this three-way path. I don't know what that's about, but this three-way path. And It's dealing with water and him being a connection um, between one of the connections to between living and dead. And I don't know, like, of how they're, I don't know if this is a gateway. Is he being a portal and a gateway? Was that action a portal or gateway? I don't know. I'm trying to understand. See, even with the three-way, again, I'm getting the three-way, but I'm also getting the two of pentacles. So it's this back and forth. And also you see him kind of doing a balancing act here. And the hangman, every time that, when the hangman show up so many times in one of these readings, definitely know it's a sacrifice and or a money grab as well. Hangman for the hangman. Like they say, the straw man thing, when you're basically just a business. I don't know, for some reason, it's like, I don't know, I feel like it could be a portal. That's the best way I can kind of get it right now. I'm going to use Witch's Wisdom. Um, Help me understand, please, and thank you. Help me understand. Juice World. Help me understand. It's like to bring in a new world. See? Oh my God. Incubation with Homeland Foundation. And then what was this one? Fulfillment. So something with earth and water. I don't know. It's just like two different. Homecoming again. An alchemy, herbalist, herbal kitchen. Yeah. I mean, this could have just been some type of portal or some type of ritual for more death, Secret and initiation is here on the back. What else on back? Altar and dedication. But also, very quite simply. You okay? But very quite simply, also, when someone that has touched people as much as it seems Juice has, a lot of people are going to be in the energy of sadness. And that all that energy of all these people in sadness can be transmuted to do whatever you want to do with it. And ain't that something he said? I didn't finish watching the whole thing, but what did he say? The 999 is to flip all your 666, turning nothing into something. Alchemy. So whether it was on a conscious or subconscious level, he understood that you can change things. So this is changing nothing from something or changing one thing to another thing. This is alchemy. And that was of the mind, because he's saying you see all this messed up things going around and you have a bad situation that you're obviously going to be constantly thinking and feeling about. We're going to flip that to the 999 and focus that energy a different way. Being that he, I feel, was under the archetype of Thoth, Hermes, all those different gods that's simply explaining a specific type of energy. It would be, you know, fair, I think, to say that I think we own something. Um, again, this is the god of writing. And everybody praised him about how well he wrote lyrically, like how well he was able to put words together and make them feel something. So they're using all of that energy to either and or open portal, siphon energy, use it whichever way. I wonder what big events happened after his passing. But I want to go back. to say what he was. He was the god of the moon, wisdom, knowledge, writing, hieroglyphs, science, magic, art, and judgment. And everything around him was the opposite of that. Imagine being a God and not knowing you're a God, having these thoughts and feelings and not knowing why and how to use it or even understanding it. Just so confused because I know that there's something about me. I can feel it. I can see it. Look what I can do, but I still feel like shit. And that's all of us. That's you. That's me. That is the place that we are. And you know that you're bigger than what it is that's going on around you, but you can't shake it because everybody around you is telling you that you are not. They're telling you that you can't because they don't know who they are either. And so you're battling this human and the God that you are. It's just oh baby. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. I think that, okay, well, let's go back. Well, if y'all want me to dig more onto this archetype with Juice, let me know. But I know that some of y'all just came for, you know, see what happens. So we're just going to ask a few more questions to clarify um, what happened. So, was Juice already deceased before he got to the hospital? Yes or no? Was Juice already deceased before he got to the hospital? Keep showing me this feminine energy. I don't want to talk about her. Well, I guess he do. So let's just dig into this. I don't know if his mom's still living. I don't know if he has any siblings. I need to hold on. Who was Juice WRLD's doctor?
Here are some results from a search.
Give me the answer already. I didn't ask a very specific question. Who was Juice WRLD's doctor?
Here's what I found on the web.
What was Juice WRLD's doctor's name?
These are the top results.
Okay. Let me just look. Let me just click on the link. What the shit? I feel like there was an attack on his. Well, y'all know that they say things happen in the spirit before they happen in the physical. There was an attack on his etheric body. You know, the outline of you that glows. That part, like the outer. I don't know. And forgive me because my knowledge is limited. So I can only read as far as my knowledge goes currently. And sometimes things come out that is correct, but I don't know that it's a thing. But either way, there's some type of attack on him spiritually first. Um, and it took a while to catch up with him. But also, this may speak to maybe having multiple doctors and or like being on multiple different drugs or things that were administered to him and it was on purpose. I feel like it's the doctor. I don't know if it's the doctor he's seen at the house the day before or if it's the doctor at the hospital or what. But yeah, okay. So I wonder how long before this happened did he take any meds? Oh, baby. I don't know. It's making it hard for me to find. I know y'all probably know. Y'all let me know in the comments. Who was the doctor or doctors? Um, I think he was okay, not okay, but I think he was alive when he got to the hospital. Um, let's see. Or it could have been something that happened on the ambulance ride. I don't know. Um, so show me more about how did Juice World pass away? What came out? The Seven of Swords. Tell me more about how did he pass? How did he pass? Yeah, I'm getting that he was drugged. So this is not um, something that he took on purpose or he overtook on accident. This is something that someone gave to him to, think Kim Porter. She just all of a sudden had pneumonia, and that's how she passed away, right? But she had other things in her system, heavy metals and things like that. Like think of situations like that. This is how it's coming across. Now, with Tupac, I don't think we've known him to have like a drinking problem or a drug problem, but he was about it. And he wanted to stand for something. He wanted to stand on principle. He wanted to be about that so-called like the best way I can put it right now. So it would make sense and be like, well, that's the type of person he was because he got shot and it was gang violence and it was and this had happened previously with him. Quan admitted that he was a drug user. So it would be easy to say, oh, it's messed up, but he was a drug user, so he overdosed. You know, um, we know that he's also a ladies' man. So he talked about women having love for women having love for him. You seen they hit him with the SA case. It happens the way that we can all say, oh, we witnessed him do all of this. So it's easy for us to believe or don't question anything because we know for him to be this type of person. XXX, we knew he had some beef going on. So, oh, it's gang violence. Bond, oh, it's gang violence. You get down how you live. Like, all of this shit is set up. Okay. Yeah, maybe they did indulge in some of these things, but that's not how because if you're doing these type of things on a regular basis and through trial and error, you learn to have a system in place so that you could prevent those things on some level. So you can be prepared for those things on some level. These people knew their limits. They tried to be cautious of who they have around them, but yet and still they like it's fake. These people were set up, allegedly. And in no way in this day and time, after the whole Diddy exposure, after we've been saying for years that Diddy this, Diddy that, I predicted this years before it came out. Other people have predicted it, and we talked about how the doctors and the lawyers and the hotels, and we said all these people are involved, and it comes out that they are involved. So it's no way anymore for anybody to think that just because somebody has a status that they mean you well and they would never do anything to harm you or anybody else. They are a person just like you that has faults. They got issues. They got their good days, their bad days. They're motivated by different things, just like you're motivated by different things to do certain things or be a certain way. So don't ever give anybody the benefit of the doubt simply because they hold some type of moral title. This is just not movies anymore, y'all. This is just not conspiracy theories anymore, you guys. You're opening your eyes to the world around you. It's a system of crooks, from the street thuggos to the goddamn White House. Okay, so this man was drugged and set up. And I feel like it was specifically by the doctor. Was other people in his camp in the know on some level? Because there's different parts to this. There's issues with business. There's issues with his own self mentally and emotionally that's creating other energy and attracting other energy to him. It's a lot of different levels to this. I know he's seen some weird shit going on. Because I'm seeing group parties with the nasty going on and people trying to entice him to do certain things and be a certain way. And okay, y'all, I think I have to be done with this for now. But if y'all are interested, we can do a part 3. I need to woosah because now I'm getting upset. It is just so sad. Um, yeah, we will look more at this later, you guys. I appreciate y'all for coming through, and I'll holler at y'all later. I'll be so scared my mic gonna turn off again, y'all. All right, later.